What's going on, YouTube? Wild Bill here.
Huh?
I know it's been a what? Huh? I'm talking to YouTube. On YouTube, Wild Bill again. It's been a while since I've been back, but that's due to technical difficulties. Ever since I've gotten this RMX, I ain't had nothing but problems. But hopefully we're gonna nip it in the bud. Last thing I had was the last issue I had was no firing coming from the stator. So I took it all the way apart, and here's the Magneto. So you see it. Yeah, you see how eat up it is? On the bottom side down there, you know, light on it. You see there's a hole. Even this wire right here had a big nick in it. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the firing or not, but it's all down there, so maybe it does. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out together. I did a ohms test. I did get some ohms in it. It was pretty high, so I'm thinking there's a wire loose causing a break connection. And so that made me that caused me to dig deeper into the motor and see what I could find inside the stator. So that's when I found that bad Magneto. But I had a little pit bike. I don't think the size of the motor or whatever will matter on the Magnetos, because it's just like a magnet, and they're all pretty much 12-volt systems, so it's all the same to me is what I would think. So we're gonna try it. And this one looks pretty good. See if I can show y'all. See, nice, clean. But we're gonna try to get this on here. Have to remove this bracket and try to get it on there, and see what we come up with. All right, so what we got is we got the new Magneto I've got off that old bike. It already got the brackets made into it as well. With the old one, it was just like a slide-on Magneto that went to the bracket, and the bracket was an individual piece. So the only difference is the holes on the new Magneto are smaller, and then the ones that are on this one. So what I'm gonna have to do is be real careful, and I'm gonna have to drill out these holes to be the same as these. I'm gonna do that, and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all, we're about to drill out this Magneto hole so we can have somewhere to screw to, so the actual screws itself will fit where they're supposed to go. But we're going to do that. Let's see if I can get y'all to pull down with me to see. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, y'all can see. But all I'm doing is take the screw, and you want it just quite a little bit bigger, you know what I mean, when you screw through the bracket itself, so the screw itself can slide through the hole very easily. So it ain't nothing hard, but just stick with me and I'll get done with this real fast. And another thing is, when it comes to when you're drilling out metal, it'll help if go ahead and pre-start the drill before you stick it straight down on it. Don't just set it down on a smaller hole that's already opened up and then just expect to crank down on this, because it's going to break, because it's going to snag and hang. What you want to do is slightly get it going. Then you want to easily lay it down on there. See, it went right through, no problem. Alright. Now let's see if these screw holes, the screws actually fit these holes now. Yes, both sides. Yes, perfect. Alright. Get all this off here. You do not want no debris on this, because it will interfere, it could cause damage, it could the work. So it's a magnet, so it's going to hold it. So try to get everything you can off of it. If you got an air compressor, blow it out. I just don't feel like hooking mine up. It's hooked up, I just don't feel like dragging it out, but whatever. Yeah, just get it all off there and you should be good to go. But yeah, see if I can get y'all to see a little better. Bring y'all back up where I was. Yeah, okay. See, All I did was drill them out. Is it much bigger? A lot better. Alright, let's see if we can't get these bad boys in here. It'll man up. Now what's going to have to happen, when you put these in here, one side is not going to be completely lined up. So I'm not sure how that's going to pan out, but I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Make sure that screw you're putting in there on this nut for this has that lock nut on there, because it will shift. Just get it lined up where it's supposed to be. And I'm sure this isn't just a, this is not my forever fix, I promise y'all. This is just to see if it's going to give me my fire back. That's it. And put everything back to where it's the exact center. But make sure this other side's lined up really, really good. About where that wood should line up, and give it a good fasten. Alright, she is mounted. You'll see that? This is the hole I was telling you about. It doesn't line up completely. The bracket's here, the hole's here. So I will have to fab this and float this whole mechanism, the whole Magneto itself, over probably good, I'm going to say 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8, maybe too much 3/8, but 1/4 inch. But yeah. I'm going to make a bracket for that, but this is just to see at the top. I'm going to splice these wires back and get it hooked up and slowly put it together. But y'all, maybe this will work. Who knows? I might get somewhere with it. I don't know yet, but it's worth a shot. Call me Wild Bill for a reason. We're back to where we got the Magneto on. And the wires come out different than what there are on the factory one. So what you want to do is kind of just roll it, be careful not to crack the wire. Roll it back to this way and make it tight. And I went ahead and pre-stripped these wires ahead of time. But these are the factory sleeves. Like, I guess they're heat sleeves, so in just case something gets, so it gets nicked, it kind of keeps it from getting grounded out. So try to keep those, slide them back on. I'm not saying they're important or anything like that, but me, for extra precautions, as much trouble as I've had out of this bike, it's a must, man. Do anything and everything. Perfect. Alright. So next, alright, got a little crimper, and there's more wire, already frayed. Sure you can't see that. But we're just going to slide it on in there and squeeze. We're going to do both sides. Now this is just for, this is kind of like a DIY, I'm not really sure. But maybe anybody that's having the same issues, they would call it a DIY. So I'm showing you step by step. But refer back to the original coil and how it mounted. Where's the bracket? Now the bracket was on the bottom, so it rides low, like this. So the sleeve on this, where it slid into, goes up facing. Like that. That's how it used to sit, like this. So this is now the orange wire, this is now the gray wire. Don't get them mixed up, y'all. So we're going to take, this is the, where's my gray wire? Oh, it's under there. We got the gray wire, so I said this is pink and the blue's gray now. Let me make sure, double check. Measure twice, cut once. So gray's blue, pink's green. Okay, we'll do the blue first. I know that for sure is gray. There's only one left after that, so it's gotta be the pink. Get her up good and tight. Good and tight. The other one. Good and tight. Coil is on. Magneto is on the stator now. So I'm going to try to get it hooked back up, everything put back together, and then we'll see if it works. Alright, y'all. I just put the new Magneto on there. I jumped ahead of y'all. Let's get y'all down here with it. So here's the Magneto. The wires coming through here. But it is a little low. I don't know if y'all can see it. Where my fingers touch it, see it? It's below the casing. So everything's got to be raised up because there's a really big gap, and I bent it a little bit. And just for troubleshooting purposes only, I took some super glue. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but you know what? It is what it is. Right there on that nipple on the side of the flywheel itself, I super glued a washer down to it. That's due to the case because this Magneto was too low. Now remind you that this is just a troubleshoot, y'all. This is not a permanent fix. This way, they'll fill the gap as far as it goes down. And when it comes around, when it goes past that max, you want it to barely drag it or be really, really close to it. So now there's enough gap. Now I gotta feel the feel, but also I can order it if I want to. This is just a troubleshoot, y'all, to make sure that this is what is wrong with it. But yeah, that's just there for whatever. But anyway, I super glued this so that way I get really, really close. And as y'all can see, the spark plug right here. I'm gonna try to show y'all, see if it gets sparked. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I jumped ahead of y'all a little bit, and I got my spark back. It did work. It worked great. So I need a new Magneto. I don't even have to go spend. I don't even know if they sell just Magnetos for this. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'll have to dig around on eBay and see what I can find. But yeah, it's getting sparked. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna kick it over and get y'all set up, and I'm gonna see if y'all can see it. All right, y'all. Okay, everybody. I've got y'all zoomed in right here to the spark plug. So maybe y'all can see this spark. Maybe not. I really hope y'all can. Because that helps for me to see visual evidence too, to believe somebody. But I mean, remind y'all, I had dead zero spark. I mean, absolutely zero. So this is what we're gonna get. This is a hand push. There's no spark plug, so there's plenty of compression. Just the spark plug's not in there. So I can get a glare off of it. Yeah, it's sparking. I see it. Let's see if I can get the sunlight off of it. Get y'all in a box of no light. Let's see if I just pull y'all up here with me. See if you ever see it. Where's it at? There we are. Alright. Maybe we can get this on video. There y'all have it. It's a nice crisp spark, and to my amazement it works. So I know for a fact now that my Magneto is bad. It's not the complete stator. The stator is fine. It is throwing a really strong blue spark, so good chances are that's first kick, second kick, third kick, nearly every time type of spark, you know, due to if you got your carburetor and all that mess, compression, all that good crap synced to its specifications. But y'all, this bike has come a long way, and we're really getting close for some trail riding. I know y'all ready. I'm ready. I feel like I'm losing a lot of my fans because of this, but we're gonna be back, I promise. But y'all, the Magneto replacement off of 110, it did work. Chinese 110 dirt bike. That thing right there fixed my RMX 250. RM250 motor is the same thing that's on this bike. So I mean, it's still the same power as the RM. Just because there's an X on the end of the name doesn't mean nothing. Only thing I gotta do is change the head gasket and change the factory exhaust to get the same horsepower that the RM push out, which I think is 51, and I think this does like 40 or 45. I'm not really sure, but all I gotta do is change the head gasket out, which it looks like it's already been did, and this is a pro circuit exhaust, so I don't have to do that neither. So everything, all the hard work to get it to the RM250 dirt bike motor for the same equivalent power that it carries, because this enduro bike comes factory with lower horsepower. I think, like I said, it was like 40 or 45 horsepower. I forget what it was. But the RM dirt bike itself, just the dirt bike, not an enduro, it comes off the floor at 51. But doing them little mods with the head gasket and the aftermarket exhaust, it jumps it right there to be equivalent. So I mean, this thing's going to be fast. It's nasty. I already had it running before, drove it a little bit, then it died on me. That's when I had all the woodruff key issues. If y'all were following me then, y'all know I had them issues. But I did get those fixed. All the woodruff key situation is no problem no more. Now we got the spark issue occurred, and now I've nipped that in the bud. And yeah, we're coming right along. So y'all keep staying tuned, y'all, and it won't be long. We'll be back with some more moto vlogs and some more DIY vlogs. I'm not sure what y'all like. Y'all write down in the comments what y'all like seeing. Do y'all like seeing the DIY projects? Or y'all want to see some more moto vlogs? Y'all talk to me, communicate me. I'll communicate back. I'll comment to everybody. So y'all just stay with me, and we'll get some dirty riding soon. But this is Wild Bill, and I appreciate everybody's support. Peace out.